If you do not like cabbage, or if you've got bored of making the same cabbage recipe over and over again, then you've got to try this recipe. Namaskar and welcome to Curries with Bumbi. We will first make an aromatic spice blend. In a pan, add cinnamon stick, 3 green cardamoms, 3 cloves, a teaspoon of cumin seeds, a teaspoon of coriander seeds, half a teaspoon of fennel seeds, and this is mace. Now mace is totally optional. The cabbages available now at our place has a characteristic smell which I do not like. Mace gets rid of that smell. If you cannot get hold of mace, you can also use 1/4 of a teaspoon of ground mace or ground nutmeg. Stir the spices continuously on low heat till they become fragrant. Now there's a difference between using freshly roasted spice powder blend than using the ones that you make one time and store it for a long time. If you make it fresh and use it right then, they are so very aromatic. Once the seeds turn a little dark in color, take them out immediately and grind them into a fine powder. You can use a coffee grinder or grind in a mortar and pestle as I am doing. You need a fine powder like this. Heat 4 tablespoons of oil in a large pan. Lower the heat to low and add 3 dried bay leaves, a teaspoon of cumin seeds and 3 dry red chillies. I also added half a teaspoon of powdered hing, that is asafoetida. Hing is optional, but it brings in a nice flavor and also helps in digestion. Immediately after adding hing to the oil, add the potatoes, or else the hing may burn and give a bitter flavor. And we are not making a bitter flavored cabbage curry today. Fry the potatoes on medium-high heat for 2 to 3 minutes. Then add chopped carrots. You can leave out the carrots or you can leave out the potatoes, but I feel carrots bring in such a nice flavor and sweetness to this dish. Keep it covered on medium-high heat for a few minutes. After 3 to 4 minutes, when the potatoes start getting little brown around the edges, add a tablespoon of finely grated ginger or ginger paste. Fry on low heat for a few seconds till the raw smell of ginger goes away. Do not fry too much as the ginger will become bitter. Then it's time to add the cabbage. I add a little at a time, stir everything, then again add some and stir. When I'm done adding all the cabbage, I nestle in the tomatoes on top. Then cover on and keep on low heat for 5 minutes. After 5 minutes, and you do not have to do this, but I take out the skins of tomatoes and mash them. Add 1½ teaspoons of salt and a teaspoon of turmeric powder. Stir everything very well, then cover on low heat. From time to time, come back to it and give a stir. After 8 minutes, my potatoes have turned tender. Now increase the heat to medium-high. Add greens of green onions and about 3/4 of a cup of frozen green peas. If you want to use fresh green peas, add them along with the cabbage in the beginning. Finally, I added 1 heaped teaspoon of ghee. And that aromatic spice blend powder that we had prepared earlier goes in now. Ghee is optional, but you know, ghee always adds up to a nice flavor. This is my homemade ghee. I always make ghee at home because I feel it is far more better than the store-bought ones. I'm telling you, my friends, the combination of ghee and this spice powder blend does magic to this dish in terms of flavor. Cover it on low heat for 2 minutes and then you are done. Remove the bay leaves and give a final stir on high heat. You can have this with rice or roti. It stores very well in the refrigerator for a few days, or you can also freeze it. It is so healthy, it is a one-pot dish and so easy to make. Please give me a thumbs up and please consider subscribing if you haven't, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.